Welcome to Buck Advisors TV. My name is Weston Schrank, and today I want to talk to you guys about kill plots. It's late spring, early summer here, and the Buck Advisors think about turning over some dirt, putting in some food plots or kill plots, but there's a problem. I'm a college student, you might be a college student, you might be a landowner, a new hunter on a new piece of property, and we might not have the access or the implements to really put in a food plot or kill plot, but what we might have is yard tools, your simple chainsaw, blower, weed eater, and a simple broadcast seeder. Today I want to show you on the steps I take to implement a kill plot using those kind of tools, and really as the year goes on I want to show you how to manage problems that might be associated with these kind of small kill plots. But first I really want to talk about the location and this scenario on this piece of property and how might you apply my practices on your piece of property. I got the opportunity to hunt this piece of property about 2 years ago, and like any new hunter on a new piece of property, I went straight to the aerial maps, getting on the ground, looking for those deer runs, rubs, scrapes, and what I could really first identify was that there was no lack of cover on this piece of property. The farmer was let go about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and early succession has taken over. And what I mean by that is there's 10 to 8 foot tall cedars, sumac, maple trees, and it's spread out. It's really thick. The deer love it, but it's a nightmare to hunt. So we really need to identify a place where we could actually hunt at, where we could actually hang a stand. And what you see here behind me is a oak and cedar mixed stand, and the trees are just tall enough to put a stand in, but it's super thick still. It's really hard to film, really hard to sling an arrow through. We did hunt it 2 years ago, and last year we saw a lot of deer. It was hard to film because it was really thick. But I did harvest a great doe out of it last year, seen a couple decent bucks out of it. So I saw that I needed to create an opportunity to really draw those deer out of that cover, create some harvest opportunities. So I thought kill plot would be the perfect way to go. The location I chose for this kill plot was right next to this stand, but in the cover. Not too deep where we would be getting into the bedding areas, but just close enough where I could actually still hang a stand in and look over that kill plot. So I thought that would be a good location. Next, we need to find a species that I can implement into the kill plot. So it really need to have 3 requirements. It needed to be shade tolerant, it needed to survive browsing impact, fairly heavy browsing impact, and it also needed to be relatively easy to establish. The first species that came to my mind was clover, and that really meets all 3 requirements. It's shade tolerant, it's relatively easy to establish, and can survive fairly heavy browsing impact. It's also a perennial, so it's going to be perfect in this kill plot. We got our species picked out, went ahead and went down to the local co-op, got my clover seed, went to the barn, got all the chainsaw, blowers, all the gas and the oil that I needed, and I'm going to head over and get started. Well, as you can see, that really didn't take too long. What we're going to do now is actually take the top of the trees, and I like to make a funnel out of them. We got to get them out. Why not use them to our advantage? I'm going to go about 40 yards into the woods here and make a 50-yard long funnel. And what that's going to allow me to do is funnel the deer into the entry points of the food plot that I want to, and make them not have an opportunity to go on the downwind side of this food plot. After we do that, we're going to take a weed eater and burn all these weeds down. We could use glyphosate. I want to plant today. We got a storm coming in tonight, and I'd like to get the seed on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and then we'll get to planting. Well, this is the entry to the food plot. Funnel the deer in on this side, and on this side as well, there's a fence row, and actually this is the only part of the fence that's down. They can jump the fence, but with the ease of access plus the funnel, they should be drawn to this point. There's a couple of sassafras trees and big cedar trees on the left up here, and it should be enough to put a hang-on set in for both me and my cameraman. So this is why I actually designed this food plot. Well, as you can see, we got the treetops out of the way, went ahead and weed eat it, and now we're at a bare soil. So we're going to go ahead and broadcast the clover in. We got a rainstorm coming in tonight, and it should be a pretty good establishment. I'm going to shoot over and show you a previously established clover plot that we had frost seeded earlier in the year. And we have some weeds coming up. I'm going to show you how to manage those weeds and what to use. Well, we're here in the previously established clover plot, and as you can see, it's a decently established plot, but it does have some annual and perennial grass species starting to pop up, and a little bit of broadleaf species. But the grass species really is having some competition with the clover. So what we're going to go ahead and use is a grass selective herbicide. You might find that under the name Post, Select, or Arrest. What that has in it is cethoxidin or clethodim. We have clethodim here. You'll find that at your Rural King, Tractor Supply, any of your co-ops, and on the internet, of course. But we're going to go ahead and spray this with a backpack sprayer. If our broadleaf species start to become a problem, what we're going to use is 2,4-DB Butarac, and that'll take care of the broadleaf species but won't affect the clover. Well, that's the end of a long, hard day here. I'm about to head home. We got the kill plot all established, but before I go, I'm going to put a trail camera up and a trophy rock out, and that's really for two reasons. One, to monitor this food plot, but that trophy rock's also going to help in bucks developing their antlers this summer, and does when they're lactating and they're about to drop fawns. Well, I just want you guys to remember that you can implement any kind of food plot, kill plot with everyday yard tools, just depending on how long you want to work. That was the point of today's episode. I want to thank you guys for watching, and feel free to bombard us with any kind of questions that you have. We'll be happy to answer or talk with you guys. Just message us on Facebook or shoot us an email. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.